Good morning, YouTube. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day out there. Welcome to another episode of Life of Brian. I am in my 2011 BMW 1M and just took it through the wash. And wanted to do a quick video on why I will likely never sell this car. I've had this car now for over 4 years, I think, maybe 4.5 years. And with one single exception, it's been pretty much maintenance-free, issue-free. It's just a blast to drive for all the reasons I've already gone over in previous videos. The fantastic shifter in this car, the clutch. It's probably my favorite manual to drive ever in life. It's usable, it has back seats, it has a nice sized trunk, all those things, right? I've discussed this in the past as well. The resale value on these cars are holding. They have not dipped, I believe, since the car was sold in 2011. And prices now, depending on mileage, primarily condition, I've seen these cars listed for 6 figures and, you know, 70 to 90 range usually for low mileage, good examples. So they're going to hold their value. There's only 740 of these guys in the US. 740, that's amazing. I've only seen one other 1M. Given those numbers, it's pretty amazing I've even seen one. But it was Valencia Orange, just like mine. Valencia Orange was the most popular color. These only came in white, Valencia Orange, and black. But I believe out of all my cars, I do believe this is the most limited in terms of production numbers for the US. I can't think of any other car that I own that has less than that. I think this is the most limited in terms of, you know, US production numbers. And one of the things I was thinking about why I, you know, likely, when I say likely, you know, you never know what will change. Maybe one day I'll just wake up hating BMW for some reason. But one reason I really love this car, guys, it's just a regular car. Doug DeMuro did his famous video of the car where, you know, kind of he went into how everything's stripped down, it's driver focused, it's an enthusiast car, all those things which make it great. No, you know, gizmos or gadgets or tech this and tech that. It's just get in the car, drive. And it's just a normal car. You don't get attention. People don't know what it is. People just think you're driving kind of a weird orange BMW. And no one really kind of gives it a second look, really. Even fellow BMW drivers don't really give it much of a look. I've had probably, since I've had it for like 4.5 years, guys, I've had maybe a handful of people who knew what the car was kind of like just go bonkers over it. Yeah, you'll drive down the street and no one will give you a second look, which I kind of actually enjoy, because some of my cars I get a lot of I don't want to say unwanted attention, because I mean, if you're driving you know, an over-the-top car, or a super car, a rare car, or whatever, you're going to get attention. And you kind of know that going in, so it's kind of, I think, disingenuous to say, oh, I don't want the attention. Well, then don't get the car, right? But for this car, you don't get wanted or unwanted attention, which I absolutely love. It's just so under the radar. But back to my point about it being just a normal car, guys. It's a normal car. You could take through a normal car wash. You don't have to get a hand wash. You don't have to get like a, you know, detailed and pay hundreds of dollars or whatever, because, you know, you're worried about scratching the paint or, you know, messing up the whatever carbon fiber. It's just a normal car that I don't have to worry about when I'm parking it. I don't have to worry about it. Of course, you know, I'm not like careless with it. I'm not trying to get it dented or dinged up, but I just don't have near the concern of driving this around that I have, or the anxiety, I guess maybe that's a better way to put it, as when I'm driving like my SLS, my Ford GT. You know, those cars, I'm just constantly kind of nervous about, like, am I gonna hit something? Is someone gonna hit me? Yeah, this car is just so easy to drive, and even compared to kind of, I'm not even talking like supercars, guys, or exotics. I'm talking even about, like, you know, my ZR1, my Viper, my 911 Turbo is pretty easy to drive too, pretty anxiety free. But even for a lot of my cars, this car is just so easy to get into and drive, very much like my NSX, very much like my Lotus Evora GT. It's just an easy car to get into and drive. There's just no issues, you know. Some of my cars, my Gallardo, my Ford GT, my SLS, Even my Viper, I kind of have to, it kind of sounds weird, guys, kind of have to psych myself up for going on a drive, because again, it can be either because the car is very expensive, or you know, it's a harsh ride. I know it's going to beat me up, or I know, like, let's say for example, I'm heading home and I know the commute's going to be kind of bad, so you know, bumper to bumper traffic's going to suck. Or like if I'm in my 360 Modena, I know it's going to be beeping at me and overheating, you know, whatever the case is. With this car, guys, it's just, you get in, it's worry-free, it's anxiety-free. This car can sit, for you guys who follow my channel, you know that a lot of my cars have, I've had battery draw issues. And I'm talking even cars that I keep on a tender, right? It's just whatever, like sometimes, like, you know, it's an alternator, sometimes it's whatever, like something. For the most part, knock on wood, I've been able to figure out. But some cars, like my Aston Martin, I'm still trying to figure out why the batteries keep draining. But on this car, I never had an issue. Just, it can sit for weeks, and I get in, turn it on, starts up right away, and just goes. And it's a fantastic car to drive. It's a fun car to drive. The ride is not harsh. It's nimble. It's, like I said, it's easy to park, easy to maneuver. It's just, you know, a very well-rounded car. In terms of well-roundedness, I would compare it very much to my Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio. You know, it does a lot of things well, if that makes sense. You know, if you want to have a nice spirited drive, you just want to cruise, if you need a back seat, if you need to haul some stuff, this car does all of those things. And for the longest time, guys, before I had other options, and specifically I had other cars that I have now which have back seats. You know, there was a time, I didn't have my Maserati, I didn't have my Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio, I didn't have my 300CX. There was a time when this car was basically, other than my 911 Turbo, was really the only option I had if I needed to take more than one person, if I needed to pick up groceries, if I needed to take my boys to school or run some errands. And this car, many times, was kind of my go-to for kind of the family car. As funny as that may sound, I know a lot of people don't think of the 1M as a family car, but this was basically it for a very long time. So it's just a very usable car. It's a fun car. It's a practical car. It's a reliable car for the most part, and it's going to hold its value. You know, if and when I ever sell this, I'm pretty darn sure I'm going to make my money back and probably some extra on top of that. So those are things that really endear me to the car. I love the car. It's one of the oldest cars I have in the fleet, and I definitely have no intention of selling it anytime soon. So just want to share some quick thoughts, guys, about the car, for maybe some of you guys who are also 1M lovers out there and haven't seen a video on the car on the channel for a while. But hope you guys enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up, comment below, like, subscribe, please support the channel, and I hope to catch you guys on the next video. Take care, bye bye.